Started. Okay, guys. Thanks everyone for getting on tonight. I want to say first Happy New Year to everyone, and I appreciate you guys all so much for getting on tonight. And you guys are all rocking your business and doing really great. I wanted to go over a couple things with you guys, and then if you guys wanted to ask me questions or I know there's a whole bunch of you leaders on here right now, and anything that you guys want to ask afterwards or during, it's totally fine. So just make sure you just jump on in, okay? So a little bit, what I wanted to talk about is how excited it is right now being January, and I know you guys have been watching It Works Global and seeing Mark and all his exciting announcements and everything happening, and I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about with the 4 LCs and the 1 DT, but I honestly think it has something to do with the Ruby bonus and other future bonuses, because they always bring out double bonuses. They always bring out lots of exciting things happening in the new year, like in the next couple months. So basically what that means is you want to make sure you have your four loyal customers. That's our goal every month, is to get 4 loyal customers, right? And then we want to get distributors and team members and help our team, right? So that is always our goal every single month. I know all of us have different goals with this. I started 2 years ago, like exactly. And I know some of you are super excited to make a couple $100s a month. I know some of you guys want to make 5 figures a month, right? So whatever your goal is, you just want to work accordingly, right? So, I mean, if you want to be making big money and you want to be going diamond and up, you have to work accordingly, right? Because those are some big levels and ranks. I'm just going to mute someone here. Can you guys just make sure you're muted? Someone's clicking something. I don't know what that is.
I think you can mute everyone.
I know. I'm trying to do that. Where is that?
You have to go at the top.
Here it is. At the top?
Yeah. Are you on your Mac?
Yeah, I'm on my... Okay.
Yeah. No. Because mine is in French, so I don't know.
I'm just going to mute everyone here.
Mama.
I don't know where to do it on my computer. Can you guys mute yourselves just on? Okay, it's okay. For the most part, we're good. All right, so I wanted to go over a little bit. You can't hear what you do. You have to click your audio, Danielle. You have to click your audio, and then you can hear us all, okay? So let's first go over a little bit of training and when we have new distributors that start. This is super important because you guys, a lot of the distributors, I mean, no one's going to know what to do when they start, right? We want to make sure they're going over their eSuite. We have the Diamonds in Training page, right? We have, the video that I did a while back, a couple months ago. We want to make sure that our distributors are starting out on the right foot, right? So they're not going to know what to do. I have had distributors start lately, and I always like to do their posts to get started for them, right? Because remember, a lot of people, they don't know what to post, right? They don't know exactly what they're supposed to, what they're supposed to do, right? So that's super important. We want to know what their why is, why they're joining, what their goals are, and that is super important getting them started, okay? Okay, we need to figure out what the mute is.
You have to go in. It's not in the Zoom.
It may be in your chat, Tanis. If you pull up the chat option and then pull the people's names.
No, it's in file and edit at the top of your screen.
Yeah, I'm in my, I'm on the Mac.
Beside the Apple. You have the Apple?
Yeah, sorry guys. I just want to make sure it's super loud and it's...
Yeah.
Oh, all good. We appreciate it.
1 second.
Beside the Apple. At the top.
I don't have anything here.
Are you on full screen? You have to
1 second. Yeah. Okay, sorry, where?
Okay, are you removed the full screen?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
You have the Apple at the left corner.
Yeah.
And you have like file and stuff. I don't know. It's in French for mine. And I think it's edit.
Yeah, I don't have it anywhere over here. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get everybody because everybody's super loud and I can't mute audio.
if you go to participants, you can see who isn't muted, and you can just let them know.
Yeah. We have Amanda.
Ashley, Carissa, Danielle. You guys, if you can all just please mute yourselves because I can't figure it out and it's really loud. I'm sorry. I'll just check. Okay, I did it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. It was driving me crazy and I had to figure that out. Okay, got it. We got it. Okay, so let's go back to training. Okay, so honestly, the most important thing, you guys, is that making sure that everybody is plugged in and they know how to get started in their business, right? We have so many new distributors and it's amazing, and I literally go off for an hour and there's so many new people. It's so exciting, but we just want to make sure that everybody knows what to do, okay? So we want everybody to know about the training pages, right? The videos that we have, the Zooms that we have, the It Works family call we have every Sunday night, every Monday, right? The Show Me the Money call. Honestly, the more you plug in and you're getting excited about your business and you know what your goals are, the better you're going to do, right? If you're not consistent and excited and people don't know how to get started, a lot of people will quit. It's just the way it is, right? Not everybody is disciplined and is going after their goals. They need to have their hand held. They need to know what to do. So it's our job to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. Okay, so that's super important. I always make sure that, you know, like I said before, that I'm helping them with their posts. We want to show them about the 3-3 rule, right? That's super important. Launch parties, I think, are so great. A couple of the girls have been doing lots of launch parties for their new distributors. And honestly, those are great. You can get your 4 customers right away. You can start getting team members. That is the best part about, the girls did a great one last night, a couple of the girls, and that was great. The 3-3 rule, like I said, your hundreds list, think of people that would be great and, you know, that would want to help you out getting started with, you know, your first couple customers, distributors. Again, ask them what their goals are. Social media. Super important with social media is that people know how to do it properly. I've seen so many people that don't know how to do it properly, and that's totally fine. You just need to learn. So the biggest thing is, you need to know how to do it properly. So you need to be excited. You need to be consistent. You need to be passionate. You need to be posting every couple hours at least. I mean, you don't want to be posting too much, right? You're going to annoy people, right? But, you know, I typically post every 2 hours or so, but then sometimes I leave it longer. If you have a small network of people, say you have a couple hundred people, you need to grow your network, right? If you have like 3,000, 4,000, like myself, it's a little bit different. So, but we all started the same way. So you really need to grow your network. You need to be engaging with people. That's how the algorithm works, right? So I know a lot of you guys know a lot about that, but some of you don't, which is okay. But if you're going to be working on social media, you really need to learn how to properly do it. I know a couple girls, I had a couple new girls that were saying, you know, oh, I've posted like once or twice and no one's liking or commenting or messaging me. Well, that's totally normal. When I post, it's honestly all of you guys who like my stuff. It's always like our team or, you know, friends of ours, but it's always the people. Like I watched someone for a year. I never liked or commented on anything, but I just would always go on her page. The peoples that are popping up all the time, I know quite a few of you. Like I see Carissa's, I see Robin's, I see Amanda's, I see Andrea's, I see Carol Ann's. I see the people who are consistently on social media. It pops up on my feed. So remember, if someone's not liking or commenting, they probably just aren't seeing your posts too. That's another big thing. So that's super important. Why you want to be consistent on social media. I know Chris and Ian and Tan, they use live videos a lot. That's great. Great way to grow your network and great way to have people going onto your page. Because remember, if say Sarah goes onto your video, right? Then it's popping up on her network. And if someone on her network goes to it, it's popping up on her network. So you really need to learn. If you want to learn and how to work social media, you have to make sure you're doing it the right way. So that's super important. I mean, none of us really, I didn't know how to properly use social media when I started this, but I knew I had to learn if that was one of the ways I wanted to grow my business. like I said, a lot of people aren't going to see your posts. So you need to be consistent. You need to be trying to bring people in, right? There's a lot of people who do that. There's Christina Watts does that, Susan Wade. There's a whole bunch of people who post certain things to get people's attention. It gets people. I did one today about asking when you first had your baby or whatever like that. Whatever it's going to draw attention to your Facebook, that's what you want to do. Photos. This is another big thing. If you're going to be posting like a before and after picture or join my team, honestly, you have to make sure that it's good quality. I've seen sometimes, no one in particular, just if the photo doesn't look nice, it doesn't look good, right? So you want to make sure to be professional. Show a picture of your kids or your dog or you holding a product or, you know, Jennifer holding a product. I know Katie and Jen, for example, they did a great picture of the other day. And Katie was holding the Fat Fighters, and then Jen put up a little write-up about her using the Fat Fighters and what the Fat Fighters were all about. So the more we show us with the products in our daily lives, instead of like, we're hiring, join my team, like you don't want to do stuff like that. It doesn't look good. And if you're going to be growing on social media, you want to be super professional and you want to learn what's going to be. I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect by all means. I know a lot of my posts I throw out there quickly and they might not look that great, but the more visibly, you know, the more your Facebook is visibly appealing is what I'm saying. And, you know, you're catching people's attention. That's what we're all about, right? So that's what you want to have on your Facebook. Same thing with your Instagram. If you're going to be growing on your Instagram, it's super important that you're growing your network. You can't have like 50 people. You know, you have to keep growing your network. I mean, I think I don't have that many, but I have like 1,500, I think now. I don't focus on that as much as I'd like to, but I'm more all about Facebook. That works for me, and one-on-ones and parties and stuff like that. But the biggest thing with Instagram, it's great, but you just really have to grow it if you're going to use it. Same thing with Facebook, of course. What else was I going to talk about? And again, if you have questions and you're not sure, I know there's a couple of girls and, you know, they posted maybe for a week and they're like, oh, you know, nothing's happening. Well, I promise you, that's just the way it is. You have to build up your network. You have to build up your algorithm. You have to build up people watching you, right? You're not going to post for a week and people are going to ask you questions. You have to be consistent on it. And not all it works. You know, today, for example, I posted, in the morning, I usually like to post something that's inspirational or something exciting happening for the day. And then I'll maybe post a picture of my daughter, or I'll post a picture of like the products or before and after picture, or something about joining your team. Always to have your story. I know we talk about that a lot. But you have to have a story with this, especially if you're having a hard time bringing in distributors or customers or whatever that is. I know I was talking to Amanda today about, you know, whatever your focus is, she gets a lot of customers. Hey, Amanda, you're a rock star. You're always bringing in customers. But I know I watched this with Christina Watts the other day, and her sister was saying, so she brings in all these distributors all the time, and she said she sucks. That's literally what she said, at bringing in customers. So she wanted to change that up, and she literally started doing all these videos, and then she was getting customers right away. So whatever your focus is on, if something's not working, and I say this all the time, change it up. Of course, like I know what doesn't work for me. I know what does work for me. I know I talk a lot about the opportunity, and I get a lot of prospects and potentials that way. And I don't focus enough, I think, sometimes on, you know, the products, of course, and I want customers too, of course. So I always make sure I'm doing that now, because whatever you focus on, of course, you know. So before I keep babbling away, who has questions right now that they'd like to ask or go over or anything right now? And don't be shy, or else I'm just going to keep talking.
I have one, Tanis. It's Joanna.
Oh, hi, Joanna.
Hi.
Hi.
Quick question. So I'm adding like every day friend requesting, but what do you do when people aren't accepting your friend requests?
Yeah. Don't, just move on. Like I have people that don't. Do you keep track of people? Like when you're adding them and accepting them?
Once they've accepted, yes. And
Okay.
then like, but also on Facebook, you can go and see who you've requested.
Yeah.
So I always check that, and then I just kind of keep checking. I mean, but what I seem to have is more men actually friend requesting me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
It's because of your hot. It's because of your hot profile picture.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, but that's normal. That's normal. Honestly, are you in any groups on Facebook or any? Or are you just people? Or I honestly go. You can go through your people's friends lists and add people. I mean, obviously, I don't like to add people that have other. I mean, I have a lot of people that pop up all the time. I had a couple of people today. Pop up that were in Robin's area. I had some people that popped up that were in Andrea's area. I won't ever add someone who is, on my down.
I try not to I would try not to add people that aren't local per se. I kind of stick to that. My thing too is I'm always checking to see if they're friends with like people who are higher ranked than me. Like, so say for example, you and Victoria, like I wouldn't necessarily friend request them if you guys are already friends.
I'd rather you have them than me anyway, but I know what you mean though. But I will say, I have had a lot of people who have joined my team. I knew a couple girls who had signed with either one girl I know signed up with a presidential, another girl I know signed up with an ambassador, and they were customers, and they ended up joining me. Because they wanted to join my team. Now, honestly, I don't like to ever kind of take people's like customers or distributors. That's not what I want to do. I always ask them, like, I'm like, why do you want to join my team or anything like that? So never feel bad about joining adding people that I'm friends with or Victoria. Like I want you to have them, obviously,
Yeah. Can I chime in for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay, girls. So another thing with that Facebook algorithm, when we're adding people on Facebook, and you know how you can go in and see your pending friends, if they've been sitting there for a while, delete them, because the algorithms of Facebook, if you've got a bunch of pending friend requests, they'll think you're spammy and you're just adding a bunch of people when people aren't accepting your friend request.
Yeah.
So if you've got a huge list of people that, let's say you added 2 months ago and they've never accepted your friend's request, and your friend request list gets longer and longer, the less people are going to see you because Facebook thinks you're spam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Awesome.
Good tip.
Okay.
Hey, Tan, can you tell us, you've been doing lots of Facebook videos lives lately. How has that been working for you?
It's good. It's good. It's good. But I also started, we were talking about it on I don't even know what call, but I started a personal development group.
Oh.
Because I have so many direct marketers on my page, right? Okay. And so I started this personal development kind of book club. And then I seen concern, like some of the girls were afraid to go live on their Facebook. So now I help them go live in my group. And I've gotten 5 loyal customers out of that in the last week, just from networking with them, helping them with their business. And then they become customers, which, hey, it's not hard for me to share a little bit of personal development. So I'm not only just live on my Facebook, I'm live in my group too. And so that expands my reach.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks, Tan. Joanna, I'm going to talk to you more about adding people in groups and stuff, because I think you're getting lots of guys because your hot picture and everything. I get creepy guys too, and then I always kind of change the pictures up too.
I get creepy guys, and then they're like, "So, do you want to go for coffee?" I'm like, "No, goodbye."
Yeah,
I'll talk to you about that later.
Joanne.
Andrea's talking. Andrea?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Joanna, have you tried going through some of your friends list and adding some of their friends? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, for example, I would go to my brother's, let's just say, because he has like tons of girls on there. So I'll like go and friend request them. But I mean, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It just depends.
Yeah, Joanna, we can talk about that. I'm going to help you with that.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything that they want to talk about? Just about what I was talking about briefly there. I know a lot of you guys are really excited about promoting. I know lots of you guys are really close, whether it be executive, ruby, diamond, emerald, double diamond. There's a lot of you guys, Triple Diamond. I know someone's running for that. So there's a lot of you guys who are really working towards promotions. And I'll tell you, I've seen things happen that are like crazy that happen. I know Chelsea just posted today. Last year at this time, she was Ruby. She had just promoted to Ruby, and now she's about to go Triple Diamond. So, you know, like it's crazy what can happen in a year, right? So never compare yourself to any other journeys. I know some of us, I mean, I know I got to Diamond really quick, right? But then it took me longer to get to Double, and then I got to Triple, and then, you know, so never compare yourself to anyone else. Everybody has different journeys. Everybody has, whether they have other jobs or kids or stuff going on in their lives. So never worry about that, okay? Because just focus on you. I was on this page I'm on for people running to ambassador. And the biggest thing, I think Susan Wade was saying, she said the biggest problem that people do is they're focusing on what everybody else is doing, and they're not just having their head down and going forward, focusing on them. I know about a year ago, before I started my own page from Jackie, she had a whole bunch of people on her page, and they were all so concerned about what was happening with my team, and they all compared themselves to my team, and my team was really taking off and growing really quick, right? A lot of those people ended up quitting, right? Because instead of seeing someone and feeling motivated, you know, people are going to sometimes compare, and right? I mean, it happens to all of us. It's totally normal. It's definitely happened with a lot of people. So just focus on what you're doing. You know, ask for help, go to your leaders, whoever that is, okay? And just focus on what your goals are, okay? So a couple things. I think, who was I talking with earlier? Oh my gosh, I talked to a lot of you guys today. Make sure you're doing income producing activities. I know when we can get on social media, we can like waste time. I mean, I've done it before. I try not to ever do it. When I'm on Facebook, I'm honestly working my business. I'm connecting with people. A lot of you guys, I was talking to one of my newer girls today, and she says she doesn't have time to post. Set up buffer. I have a girl who's just starting back in the business again, and she's super excited, and she's already, because she has another job, she set up Hootsuite or Buffer. I'm not sure which one she did. So make sure, you know, everybody's different, but I like to focus a third on my team, a third building, you know, my potentials, my prospects. I work on a lot of my customers switching over to distributors. That's key, especially now, because a lot of people want to use the products, help others, and make money, right? So especially now with all the resolutions and, you know, people getting excited about that, it's really important to go to your customers. Like, I know a lot of you guys are great at bringing in customers. I know for myself, I've switched most of my customers over to distributors. So even ask your customers, say you have someone who's wanting to join, offer them the opportunity. I'm really casual about it, but unless you ask them, I had one of my girls the other day, one of my customers, and I totally offered it to her, and she's like, oh, I didn't even think about that. She's like, can you send me some info? And I actually called her and talked to her on the phone about it, right? So I know a lot of you guys bring in lots of distributors. I know lots of you guys bring in customers. If you guys have, you know, need help with that, so I'm just reading these messages. If you guys need help with that, just ask, right? Because I know any of us can bring in customers and distributors. It's just probably what we're doing or what we're saying. I know sometimes we might say way too much. Sometimes maybe we're not excited enough and giving them enough info, right? So just remember, I mean, you can turn things around tomorrow and start bringing in. One of my girls was like, oh, you know, I don't think I can promote this month. I still need, you know, one or two distributors. I'm like, of course you can. Like, you know, of course you can. There's girls who bring in 2 distributors in a day, right? So of course you can. So just change your thinking, change your mindset, and you can do anything. Like, you really can. Okay. So the biggest thing I was talking about again, you know, growing yourself. So I was saying a third of with your team, a third building potentials, prospects, and, you know, your customers, of course, and a third growing yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn, really, right? So a lot of new people, especially too, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, none of us know what we're doing. We're starting I'm still learning, right? We're all still learning, right? So honestly, the more you're learning and you want to find out how to do well in your business, you can do well, right? But you can't just post a couple times, not get on any Zooms or parties and say, oh, this isn't working, and you're not doing anything, right? So I always say this all the time, if something's not working, or if you have a goal to be a diamond or a double diamond, it's not just going to happen, right? Like you have to find out what works and you have to work your business. We're professional network marketers and we have to treat it seriously, right? So I always say that taking daily action. I know last week I had a tough week and I'm still kind of having a tough time, but the more I stay busy and I stay active and I know what my goals are, I keep focusing, on my business. It actually takes me away from other things that are going on in my life, right? So if you have something going on in your life, use your business as like, that you can focus on. I mean, a lot of us are going through things. I know a lot of you guys going through things. You guys know about me. And honestly, we all have something, and just focus on what your goals are. What was I going to say? A lot of you guys, if you're doing social media, that's great. If you're going to be doing more like Jackie does in person, then you need to be doing lots of parties, or you need to be doing lots of one-on-ones and meeting up with people, right? So as long as you're doing something, like whatever you decide to do, I like to do a little bit of everything. I actually have a couple appointments next week already set up, because I like to do social media, but I also like to meet up with people too. So even if you work during the day, if you set up stuff on the weekend or at night, I love meeting up with people in person. And if you're not doing social media or meeting up with people in person and doing parties, nothing's really going to happen in your business, right? So commit and decide what's going to work for you and just focus on your goals, and you can totally do it. So another thing I was just going to talk about was personal development. I know for me, especially if I'm having a bad day or I have stuff going on, I really have to start my day off, honestly, with like a video or being excited and pumped up about something, or just decide on what your goals are. I know Rob and a couple other of the girls, they watch, daily inspiration, motivational videos. I love Tony Robbins. Make a dream board. I know Robin was talking about that the other day. I have one set up on my phone, but I'm actually going to make one for my wall over here. Jay put up all my certificates up in the back there, and then on the side there, I want to have my dream board and everything, because it sounds kind of corny, but it's not, right? So if you have like a dream board and you put down that you want to be making $10,000 a month, you can totally do it. If you write you want to make $20,000 a month, you can totally do it, right? So anything that you put down and you manifest that it's going to happen, you can do it, right? But if you don't have any goals and plans with what you want to do in your business, it's kind of hard to get there, right? You're just kind of waiting for it to happen, and you need to be taking action in this business for it to happen. Because if you're not going to ask someone else is going to. I know I talked to one of the girls today. She's on here, and we were talking about her goals in the next couple months. And I know she has really big goals, right? So I know she can do it. She just needs to take action and just, focus more on, getting team members. And if your goal is great, if your goal is to be helping your team, that's great too, but also make sure that you're growing your business too, right? So I know for me, my biggest thing is staying organized and, trying to help my team while getting distributors and customers, right? And doing team parties and Zooms. We actually haven't had a Zoom for a while, so I apologize for that. It was the holidays and everybody seemed to be getting busy and everything. But, and honestly, you guys, your confidence is everything in this business. I had a girl message me the other day. I'd never know she'd been watching me, and she just said, how motivated and she thought how happy and, confident in everything I was. And I was like, oh, like, that's so nice and everything. And, I said, I don't always feel that way all the time, but people are going to join you if they see that you have big goals, right? So tell people your goals. Like, I know a lot of you talk about that on your Facebook. A lot of you guys have posted that on your Facebook, and I'm going to go diamond in a month and get this bonus, or I'm going to go double diamond, or, I'm going, whatever your goal is, tell people your goal. I remember when I started, and I would tell people, like, I literally just started. I went to conference with a couple customers. I had no idea, what charting was or anything. And I got to conference and I just saw normal people up on stage, and I was like, well, I can do this. Like, I can do this. And I had no idea what to do, right? And I just got to work. That's all I did, right? And I just, made this my focus every single day. I still make it my focus every single day. But the beauty about what we do is we can honestly Oh, that's awesome, Heather. The beauty about what we can do is we can go out for lunch in the middle of the day if we want. We can, I mean, not all of us, a lot of us still work full-time jobs. That's not what I mean, but we can work our business whenever we want. You know, some of you guys work it more than others. And just, if you have a big goal to be diamond or whatever that is, you have to be treating it seriously, right? You have to be taking daily action, because this business is life-changing, but you have to be putting in the work if you want to be making, you know, a big income, right? So, you know, if you need, if you're trying to learn more about how to network, ask your leader, ask the person who signed you up. I learned mostly everything on my own, and you know, I went to Jackie for everything, but I plugged into everything. I have never missed a family call. I have never missed a Monday night call. I try and get to every One Team, One Mission. I used to do parties all the time and people never showed up, but I still did them because people were still watching, right? So do parties. People are watching you, right? I know Sue was saying that she had messaged, how many people did you message today, Sue? And they were all replying with you. And so was Cindy. Cindy did that today too.
I had to have messaged well over, at least over 50.
That's
and
awesome.
I think I only had like 5 no's.
That's great. That's amazing, right?
And some of these people I have messaged over and over and over and over and over, and finally they're saying yes.
Yeah.
Because I post every single day. I've had a lot going on in my life, a lot. Yeah. And I've not failed at that. I've posted every single solitary day. So, you know, like everybody says, we're planting seeds. We absolutely are. Keep it positive. I have a lot to be negative about. A lot. And I have absolutely never. And people are finally, they're actually sharing my posts. And I love it. You know, they're either sharing it on my It Works post, a personal post, or even my travel page post.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Because they want to help you. They see your passion in your business. They know you have goals. You talk about your goals, and people want that, right? And Cindy was saying the same thing. I had posted that thing about Eric Warr, how to ask people and invite people. You don't want to just put up a post on your Facebook and be like, oh, the party starts in 5 minutes. Like, I get every single day, I have people who add me and they literally add me to a page or a group or a party. I don't want anything to do with those people. Those people give network marketing a bad name. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you are just thinking people are going to come to your party or your event and you're just like doing it like that, that's not going to work. Like, you have to take it seriously, right? Like, I know, Cindy, you messaged people today too, and you asked them in the way that Eric Warr had said, and it worked for you, right?
Yeah, it was awesome. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, my screen's kind of freezing up, but yeah, it was awesome. I used that if I would you thing that he was talked about, and it was amazing. I sent it to maybe 7 people that I'd already kind of been talking to a little bit, and 5 of them messaged yes.
That's awesome.
Then. And yeah, I was pretty excited. And like Sue said, I've had people sharing my posts on their pages, and I'm just like, when that happens, I'm just like freaked out. I'm like, wow. So I go to their page and I just put a little heart on there, and then I talk a little bit. But I mean, it's such a neat feeling when somebody shares your post, whether it be about It Works or whatever, but especially It Works because, you know, it's a business thing, and that's what we're trying to do is promote it. So yeah, it's amazing.
And it definitely takes a while too. I remember when I joined. Yeah, sorry, Sue. Go ahead.
Okay, so can I back up for just a second? Because I'm in it and I'm trying to find it. How do you find the list of people that you've requested? Requested.
You go to friends. Like, do you usually use your computer or?
Yes, well, both. But I'm in my computer right now.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to get on my phone.
And I have a Mac. Tanis.
I have a Mac too. Okay, I'm on my iPhone right now. So you go to you go like the friends. 1 second. I'm going on my phone. So you go to friends, and you'll have it right here. Okay, and then you'll go requests, and then
hold on. I'll go to my phone then. I don't see that on my computer at all.
Okay, so maybe just be on your phone. I only honestly do that on my phone. So you go to find friends.
Sorry to interrupt. It's on your phone.
Outgoing.
Sue?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on your phone, not on your computer. I couldn't figure it out from my computer, but it's on your phone.
Oh.
See, I have quite a few. Joanna, you can see all I need to go and delete these people.
Okay, so I'm on my phone.
Yeah. you go to friends.
Yep.
And in the top, I'll say requests. I always have people who have requests me or contact invites friends, and go press outgoing, and it will show like a list of people, and it will say request sent, and you'll just press undo if you want to cancel that.
Okay, I have all recent and new posts.
So do you keep track of people? Because I keep track of people that I add.
No, I don't. Because sometimes I'm laying in bed at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I know. And honestly, I know it can be time consuming, but I honestly do keep track of people, because I have met a lot of people that I never necessarily followed from the get-go, and now they started, in the contests I do, or
I found it.
You found it? Okay, awesome. Yeah, honestly, write down the names. Honestly, if you keep track, it's huge, because you never know. Most of my customers and distributors lately are people from my cold network lately. I mean, I have a lot from my warm network too, but those have been people that I've honestly been working on and planting seeds with for a while. But I do keep track of the people that I'm adding, because when they accept, if you're not keeping track of them, it's how can you go and connect and interact on their posts?
Oh, right? Well, as soon as I see somebody that has, because I check that at least 2 or 3 times a day, if they've accepted, then I go right into their profile and start, liking, commenting.
Yeah, it's better to comment. But
and from your PC, Tanis, when you're looking for that friend request list, if you're on a PC, don't go from like where your news feed is. You have to click into your profile, like go on to your actual Facebook profile.
Okay.
Click on your friends from your Facebook profile.
Okay.
And it'll bring it up there, and you can see your once your friends list comes up in the right hand corner, it says friend requests. When you click on that, you'll see up in the top view sent requests. Click on that, and all your sent friends are there from your PC.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
There, girl?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See, Tan, she always knows. She just a voice that just comes up. Now, does anyone want to go over anything? I know I've been talking to a lot of you. I know Heather, for example. Heather, can you tell us how you have all these potentials that you've been adding to the group page? And you've been finding a lot of these people in groups?
Sorry, I needed to unmute.
Hey.
I was like, wait, is Tanis actually talking to me?
Of course I'm talking to you.
Mostly just a lot of these girls I met way back in October or November in moms groups. And I've just been talking to them, liking and commenting their pictures. And then usually if we have a party, I'll, go in and say, hey, I hope I don't offend you, but do you know anybody that's wanting to work from home or wanting to lose weight? And some will say, oh, no, you didn't offend me. But I want to join, or I want to, maybe want to work from home. So then I add them to the parties. Usually you don't hear anything after the party, but then maybe the next party comes around and I'll say, hey, did you enjoy the last party? Or, it gives me a good way to talk to them about what they want to do next.
And do you follow up with them right away after the party? Like ask them how they like the party, or do you wait to hear from them? Or
I try to, but I'm trying to get more organized.
I know you and I talked about that. Yeah, I know.
I went back and kind of looked through all the invites from the different events that I've been in, and then I'll try to follow up with them and say, hey, did you get a chance to look at the event? Sometimes it's not right after. Usually I try to follow up within the next couple of days.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
Does anyone else want to talk about how they get potentials? I want to be babbling away the whole time. I just had a couple of those things I want to go over with you guys, but I know a lot of you guys, if you're struggling to get distributors or customers, you can totally change that around. You just need to change what you're doing. I know for me, I plant seeds like crazy. Even if I'm, say I'm going to go visit my mom, or I'm going to go pick up Harley or whatever, I'm always, anytime that you can be on your phone or just connect, that's the great thing about our business. We can work it whenever we want, right? But I'm honestly adding new people daily. I'm always following up with people. It is all about following up. I literally, follow up with people who have maybe been interested a while back, or, just because someone says no now, I always use this story. Like, I asked Chelsea and I kept following up with her, and I think it took 6 or 7 months, right? That's happened with a lot of people. You know, some people, if they're not interested, that's fine. But if you're maybe telling them too much, or you're not intentionally trying to get distributors and customers, it's harder, right? Because people want to see that you're hungry and you're working your business. They want to see that you have big goals in your business. Someone wants to always be joining someone, you know. I know a lot of you guys talk about your goals and everything. People want to join people where they see that they're going somewhere and they want this to be like their huge goal, right? Don't worry about if you're not signing lots of distributors and customers, but you can totally change that around if you want to. But you have to take daily action. I know I literally took like one day off Facebook like last week, and I like had anxiety about it because I'm always on Facebook. I'm always growing my network, and not everybody has the same goals as me. And I'm not, you know, not comparing myself to anyone, but if your goal is to be Ruby, you know, you want to get, you know, maybe those 3 distributors and then help one of your people get 2 distributors, right? If your goal is Emerald, right, you want to double that. If it's Diamond, double, triple, Presidential, whatever you want to be. If you want to go Ambassador, that's 52 rubies. Okay? So you can do it. But, you know, anyone can do it, but it's just, you know, taking the time and working your business, right? Caroline, can you tell us how you sign up so many distributors and customers?
Yes. I have a lot of my team in the Zoom, so yay.
Yeah.
Basically, I think it's paying off because I'm really consistent in like posting every day and keeping my Facebook so positive and about all the stuff I'm doing with it works, and I think it's really helpful. But seriously, guys, just adding people, it's crazy. I have so many girls in my team that I don't even know. I just chat. So
I know there's so many great new people like every single day. Like,
you
know, on our page, your page, Chelsea's page, like so many different pages we have right now.
Yeah. And like I told my girls on the Zoom last night, when you talk with potential, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Like so quick, so small sentence, and just follow their question instead of just trying to put everything in the same basket at the same time. It's not helping you to say so much stuff.
I agree. Honestly, I know that for a fact. It's so true, because if I give people too much information and I seem almost desperate, you don't ever want that. I actually had like, oh my gosh, like 5 girls who I've been following up with who are all about to join soon. But if I just kind of give them their space and then follow up with them here and there, and I just keep it short every single time. I've been sending voice messages like through, you guys know the voice message thing on Facebook. I've been doing that because they hear your voice, they hear your excitement, and you could just chat with them quick. But be careful, because sometimes I've sent it off like not enough time or too quick or whatever, right? But just act super confident and excited. I mean, I know even for a fact getting on a Zoom tonight, I felt kind of not nervous to talk to you guys, but we haven't been on a Zoom for a while. So I was like just excited, right? So, but just be yourself. It's okay to like be nervous to people. Like, you know, that's just showing that you're excited and, you know, and telling people about your business, right? If whenever I talk too much, I scare people away. Like I always scare people away. If I can get them on the phone or I can voice message them, I can close them most of the time, unless they have a reason they're not signing up right away. I have a bunch of girls who are about to sign up in the next week or so, but you know what? I don't take it personally if they don't write me back right away, or if they're busy, or, you know, because maybe they're just not ready. Maybe they're going through something, right? Like we all, like Sue was saying, we all have stuff going on, right? People, who knows what's going on in their life. I had actually messaged someone who was going to join and didn't hear back from her. And I was like, why isn't she told me she was signing up on this day. And I didn't. Oh, just going to mute that. Oh, where's that? Jasmine? Oh, there we go. We got some music there. But I know if I follow up with people, but I'm not like needy and annoying, I'm not calling any of us annoying, but you want to follow up with people to show that you care. Because I'll tell you this, I forgot about this one girl I didn't follow up with. I literally forgot about her. And I noticed like a month ago, she became a distributor. And I was like, oh my gosh, just some girl on Facebook. And I messaged her. I was like, oh, congratulations. And I'm like, I was happy for her. She's like, oh, you know, sorry. And I didn't know her. So I'm never mad at someone if they sign up with someone else. That's my fault, not theirs. And she's like, oh, you know, I actually knew a girl who messaged me and she kept following up with me. So of course she's going to sign up with her. Right. And honestly, I think the girl already hasn't really done anything, but she still likes my posts and stuff. And really nice girl. But again, a lot of people give up. A lot of people give up really like way too soon. We had a girl, Heather, for example, that one girl of yours. And I'm just saying this as an example because it's happened to me so many times. If people quit or give up, you guys, honestly, I feel sorry for them, but you have to move on. You can't chase people. I will never chase people. I will always want to help people and try and show them how to work social media or get on Zooms or get on calls. But you can't physically force them to get on one, right? Either they want to make really good money and work this business or they don't care, right? I know my husband was saying I make excuses all the time about not cleaning up my room. Like literally my closet is a mess. So today he was saying, oh, you know, you're making excuses. And I'm like, yeah, I totally am making an excuse because I literally didn't want to go through my closet. But I was making an excuse. It's the same with this business. I know what my goals are. I want to get to ambassador. That is my goal, right? But I mean, it doesn't have to happen tomorrow. I know a lot of the girls wanted to promote in the fall and, you know, this month or the next coming months. If it doesn't happen on that exact time, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you're going to go, you know, it's like saying that one of your tires is slashed. You're going to slash all three of them because one of them's slashed, right? You can still promote. Like when I went to Diamond, I wanted to get to double Diamond right away, but my team was not ready. And I had a lot of girls who quit and fell off right away. So I waited and like, you know, like you have to make sure that you can keep working towards your dream and your goal, but it doesn't have to happen by tomorrow, right? You don't have to go Diamond by tomorrow. But I mean, if you're ready to go Diamond, and you could do it by February, March, right? If you're rebuilding and, you know, you have people on your team who have maybe fallen off, or bring in new distributors, like focus on new people. There's a girl on the team right now. I'm not going to say her name, but this girl is a total rock star. And like, I see her going Diamond really quick, and she hasn't been in the business that long at all. Right. So show people your goals and tell them what you want, and tell your potentials that too. I message people all the time. I'm like, girl, I want you on my team. I flat out tell people that. They take it as a compliment. You know, they know that you're serious about what you're doing. And a lot of people want to make money right now. A lot of people want to get healthier. A lot of people want to use our products, right? So I know one of Chelsea's girls just jumped back in her business. I think she took some time off, and great girl, but maybe it just wasn't the right time for people. I have a couple girls I followed up with who were in the business a while ago, or maybe even a year ago, and I put up a post saying, you know, if you were in It Works, it wasn't the right time. People have stuff that go on in their lives, and if they're not ready and committed to be working their business, they're probably just not going to do it, right? And one of the girls I really, really like, and I, you know, they're all really nice girls, but one of them I really cared about, and she was in the business with me in the beginning, but she quit like basically within 2 months because she just had stuff going on, right? But she became a customer of mine, and she loves the products, and she wants to try again. So you never know who's watching you, and might just the time before wasn't ready, or maybe they had stuff going on in their life. So decide what your goals are. Sorry? Sorry. Hi.
I want to add to that. You know, we're talking about staying positive and, you know, reaching out to people and stuff. Well, there's one girl that I contacted today about the party, and she said that, you know, she's already in another thing. And I said, oh, which one is it? She goes, I'm in Thrive.
Yeah.
And I said, how do you like it? She goes, I see you having so much fun all the time, and you interact with other people. And she says, literally her upline doesn't do anything with her. And I told her, I said, you know, we're such a family. We do things together. We have Zooms every week, and, you know, we're always reaching out to each other. We have team pages and stuff. And she said they don't have any of that.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm really disheartened and I want to quit. So I, you know, invited her to the event, and she just messaged me a few minutes ago, and she said, hey, she goes, can we talk tomorrow about maybe joining you?
Oh, wow.
So,
well, I had an upline who never talked to me again. So, but no, that's great. I'm not saying that, but we are very lucky that we have all our team pages and groups and everything, because I felt quite alone when I joined, and then I went to Jackie, right? And then I was part of her group. So I was part of a group, right? But maybe your girl, a lot of people need that extra support. It's super important. I mean, we have our team pages, our group chats, we have so many things going on. It's so exciting, but I wish you guys could see what my business was like a year ago. Like, it's crazy how much can change, right? I mean, I was a diamond last year, and I still knew where I was going. I still had the same goals I do now, right? So whatever your goals are, I mean, a lot of you guys promote really quick. A lot of you might take a little longer, and it's totally fine. Like, don't quit because someone else got there before you. Like, who cares? Be happy for them and ask that person questions. You know, like, people, just because someone promotes quicker than you, it doesn't mean they're better, or it just means maybe they're working harder than you, right? Or maybe they're working like crazy and they have really big goals, or they need to make it happen. Like, the biggest thing, and I say this all the time, is your why. You guys know why I started this. I really needed the income. I didn't want to go back to my job, right? So if you really need the income and you really need it, you'll make things happen. If you don't really need it, I mean, like, your goals might be different, right? So, I mean, I know there's some people who on here who still want to, like, go up in the ranks, so that they might not necessarily need it, right? But you need to do it. You need to have a goal or a why, something to do this business, because it's tough, right? It can be so great. I had like such a great day today, but I have stuff going on, personally and family and stuff. So it's, hard for me, but this business, like, literally gives me life. I just love what I do, and I love all of you guys. A lot of you guys I haven't even met in person. And, like, if you guys could see how many people there were a year ago, like, compared to now, it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy. Like, we have welcomed like almost like 550 people since January 1st, like, customers and distributors. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even have that amount of people on my team last year, right? So it's crazy what we have here. Does anyone else want to say anything quick? I know a lot of you guys are jumping on the party in 5 minutes, and I always want to keep these Zooms around an hour. I know people are busy. I know people have kids or have other stuff going on. So does anyone else want to say anything quick or have any questions about anything? Anyone? Oh, look all the little kids everywhere. Hi, guys. Jay took Harley out. I made him.
I just wanted to say thanks for the Zoom. It was wonderful.
Aw, is that Carissa?
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Carissa. Carissa, you guys, she is amazing. So Carissa I met online. Carol Ann I met online. Who I met so many people online. Like, so many people. Like, so many, like, amazing people that I met online. And Carissa's going to go diamond soon. Like, she's going to. She's there, right?
Let me tell you guys.
You're going to do it.
I'm a perfect example. I wanted to go diamond in the summer, and then I wanted to go diamond in the fall, and then I wanted to go diamond at Christmas. And I've been boxed for diamond. Like, sometimes it just doesn't happen the way you want it to, but don't give up. Just don't. Because in the meantime, I've been able to have my hubby come on board with me, and it's still been an incredible journey.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, that's awesome. And you guys, I feel like Chris is gonna be kind of like Chelsea. She got to diamond and then went double, and then, like, people promote different ways. I might have got to diamond real quick, but then I had to rebuild, and then get to Yeah, Sue was talking about going diamond too, and she's gonna have, it's there for her too. There's so many people that are close to promotions. There's some people that just might need to rebuild. I was one of those people. I needed a better foundation, and then I got it, and then it happened. The people I started my business with, I'm so grateful. Victoria and Robin, they're in the business, but all those people who started when I went diamond, most of them quit. Like, most of them quit. But it happens. If people quit, it's okay. Just let them go. I always like what Mark says, you pray people in, you pray people out, they're all about that. Right. But yeah. But thank you guys all for coming on. Yeah, Tan's gonna go diamond in July. All right. Anyone can do it. People can go diamond quick if you're really working and, working with your team and everyone's kind of bringing in distributors and everybody's like running with it. You can make it happen.
I'm road tripping across Canada in July.
Are you going to come see me?
I'm meeting everybody, all of my a bunch of my contacts on Facebook, like a bunch of the girlfriends that I've made now online, networking with women. I'm going to road trip all the way. I'm in Winnipeg too, girl.
All right. Well, I'm going to start doing one team, one missions.
Up here?
Well, I'm going to start doing them kind of everywhere. I told Jay, instead of like going on like trips and stuff, that's my goal, is to be doing more one team, one missions, because I really enjoyed the one I did in September, and I was so nervous, and then it was so great. I loved it. Again, you guys, if you guys have a big goal, tell your upline, tell them you want that goal. Like, if I don't hear from people, or a lot of people like to just do their own thing, which is totally fine. If you're on this Zoom and you're new, or if you're a diamond or whatever, and you need help from your upline, you have to go to them. But, your upline has a lot of people, and, they're always there to help, but you have to go to them for help, right? So we need to know what your goals are. Everybody needs to know what your goals are. Plug in on Zooms, get your team involved. And again, if your team's not involved, you can always bring in new people on your team. Not saying, everybody's always important, but again, you can't force people to want this. But we all have all the tools. Everybody started with the same box, and we all just learned how to work our business. So one team, one mission in Quebec. Yeah, I told Caroline I want to go to Montreal in August because I want to go to Coldplay. I've always wanted to see Coldplay, but I like Quebec too. So
I want you in Quebec, and I want to do a one team, one mission in Quebec.
Yes, that would be fun. Let's do it.
It will be the first.
Let's do it. It'll be fun. But let's all you leaders, everyone who has plans, there's a lot of diamonds who are about to pop in the next couple months. So I'm really proud of you guys, and I appreciate all you guys do. And thank you guys all for getting on tonight. I really appreciate it. I was hoping that we could do a Zoom every week. Whoever wants to get on, I was going to try and do a training. I want to thank Mylène. She's not on here. She's in France, but she put together a whole training thing that her and Caroline did on their French page, and she translated it into English, and it's on the Diamonds and Training page. We have a whole bunch of training on there. We put all the Zooms in there. Well, she did it because she's like amazing with all that. So she took all the Zooms and put them on there. And I always record everything, but I always suggest that you can always get on them live to ask questions or just to be a part of it, right? So, I always watch the Zooms over too, just to kind of see if I look stupid or said anything silly. But I don't, right?
You're beautiful.
Oh, we're all perfect, right? We're all perfect, and we're all the same. We all have stuff going on. We all have our insecurities. But at the end of the day, people want what we have. So we have to keep sharing what we have, right? Because if we're not offering it to people, I offered it actually to one of my daughter's preschool teachers today. She asked me what I did. She's like, she's like, oh, did you work? I'm like, yeah, I work. And, tell people what you do. Like, you have to offer to people and be bold with people. That's the biggest thing. If you're not bold and excited and telling people, it's hard, right? So you have to be taking daily action and putting yourself out there, whether you feel like it or not, because it does pay off.
Picked up a distributor from our grocery store.
All right. Yeah, you guys have been signing lots of people.
And now she's
excited for you guys.
Yeah. I used to go and scope out every till and just see which one I wanted to go to chat them up. And now I found a distributor, so now she's going to chat them all up for me.
Now we're going to have to go to a new grocery store and find another distributor.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, you guys, thanks so much. I record this and I'll put it up right away, and I appreciate you guys all so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.